Royal life is a luxury many people would do anything to have. But Sarah Binti Salleh got it on a silver platter, marrying into one of the richest royal families in the world and becoming Crown Princess of Brunei at only 17. The entire world dubbed Princess Sarah as a real-life Cinderella. What makes her story even more fascinating is that she would one day become the Queen of Brunei when her husband eventually takes the throne. However, there's one thing that could hinder her from having a happily ever after, so keep watching as we get right into it. Brunei is a small tropical nation situated on the northern edge of Borneo Island. The country is one of the wealthiest in the world thanks to its oil-reliant economy and abundant energy reserves. Ruled by an absolute monarch, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, who has been in power since 1967, Brunei has enjoyed very interesting perks, including free education even in foreign universities. In addition to this, the country's less than 500,000 citizens are also not required to pay taxes. However, they still receive countless state benefits, thereby ensuring that they live comfortably with whatever they earn. Sultan Bolkiah also happens to be the world's longest reigning monarch and even held the title of the world's richest man until 1980. Brunei gained full independence from Britain in 1984 following the latter's settlement in 1888. After independence, the country's economy grew at a rapid pace as a result of the benefits of its enormous oil and gas reserves. Interestingly, Brunei's per capita GDP still remains one of the highest in the world with help from its rich energy reserves. However, because the country is heavily dependent on oil, economists speculate that it might be vulnerable to volatile oil prices, geopolitical tensions, and production disruptions. With some estimates claiming the reserves could run out by 2050, the government shared its plans to diversify the economy. However, according to analysts, no other industry has been created so far. Possibly because the Sultan was too caught up in spending time engaging in rather scandalous activities. The Sultan's exploits when he's not too busy ruling the country were made public decades ago, following a very public feud with his brother Prince Geoffrey after the latter allegedly embezzled $15 billion during his time as finance minister in the 1990s. The ensuing court battles and investigations later exposed the prince's very un-Islamic lifestyle, including alleged gold toilet paper holders, harems of foreign women, and obscene statues at a property he owned in the United States. The Sultan himself isn't far behind when it comes to luxury. Tales of his very extravagant lifestyle have grabbed the entire world's attention. Reportedly, the Sultan is said to have an immense collection of luxury vehicles and private jets, which isn't much of a stretch considering his official residence is one of the world's largest palaces with 1,788 rooms and hundreds of bathrooms. However, the country once again made headlines in 2019 when it came under fire for becoming the first country in East or Southeast Asia to introduce Sharia law at a national level. Because the harsh laws included death by stoning for adultery and gay relations and the amputation of a hand or foot for theft, they were followed by an international backlash, causing the punishments to not be actively enforced. Interestingly, many people also view the act to be a hypocritical one, considering the Sultan and his brother have allegedly engaged in much worse than thievery and adultery. Tales of the Sultan's harem filled with foreign women have spread all over the globe. However, he only legally married 3 women. He met and married his first cousin Anak Saleha in 1959. Then, in 1982, he wed Mariam Abdul Aziz, a former flight attendant who he divorced in 2003. At the time, he married his third wife, TV news presenter Azrinas Mazhar Hakim, and in 2005 he had already 10 children from his previous marriages. Although he divorced her as well after only 5 years of marriage, the couple had 2 children together. Considering his first wife was the only one who he never divorced, many were led to believe that this was his one true love. Their first son together, Prince al-Muhtadee was made Crown Prince of Brunei when he was just 24, and when he married 17-year-old Sarah Saleh, a Bruneian, she became the Crown Princess of an entire nation. The couple's wedding was nothing short of lavish, with several royal families and dignitaries from all over the world in attendance. Prince al-Muhtadee Billah Bolkiah, who was 30 at the time, had met the teenage future princess following a split from his former girlfriend who he had met while schooling at Oxford. Sarah was born to Pengiran Saleh Abd-Rahman, who worked as the chief laboratory assistant at the Water Services Division in the Public Works Department and happened to be a distant member of the royal family. And mother Dayang Rinawati Abdullah is a nurse who worked in Raja Isteri Pengerang Anak Saleha Hospital. She was born as the third child and only daughter of the couple who had met in the United Kingdom in the 1970s while studying. Sarah spent her formative years attending St. Andrew's School from 1993 to 1998 and then Paduka Seri Begawan Sultan Science College, where she passed her O-levels in 2003. Interestingly, her husband is also an alum of both schools. After graduation from her secondary education, she pursued her pre-university education in the same college and later enrolled at University Brunei Darussalam, where she received a Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Administration with first-class honors in October of 2010. During her time at university, she became a military cadet and was even the top scorer in the netball team at the university. Thanks to her outstanding performances in the Bachelor of Arts Year 3 program, she was awarded a book prize. Upon receiving her degree, she further pursued her studies and graduated with a master's degree in public policy in English medium in 2011. Interestingly, Sarah married the prince while she was still pursuing an education at Paduka Seri Begawan Sultan Science College. About 2,000 people were present at the centuries-old ceremony, which was held in the 1,788-room palace. The streets were filled with thousands of well-wishers who the couple waved to as they left the palace in a gold open Rolls-Royce for a 5-mile parade across the capital, Bandar Seri Begawan. They were accompanied by 103 limousines that held family members while the marching band played. After the lavish ceremony ended, the celebrations were estimated to cost around $5 million. Following the extravagant ceremony, their first child was born in 2007, a son and future heir to the Bruneian throne, Pengiran Muda Abdul Muntakim. The couple went on to have 3 more children, 2 daughters and another son. As the perfect picture of a typical Bruneian royal family should look like, the couple seem very happy and in love despite their age gap. Their public appearances are filled with smiles, shared glances and gestures of affection, painting a picture of marital bliss. However, beneath this seemingly perfect facade, there are undercurrents of concern among the people, as many fear that the beloved crown princess could lose it all if her husband decides to follow in his father's footsteps. After all, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. The Sultan's life has been a topic of fascination and controversy for decades. Known for his wealth and power, he also allegedly lived a very promiscuous life. His younger years were marked by extravagance and indulgence, where he was often surrounded by harems of over 40 women. This image of opulence and excess extended beyond his romantic escapades to his overall lifestyle, characterized by luxurious parties, high-profile guests, and a lavish display of wealth. His actions were not just whispered within the palace walls, but became public knowledge, contributing to a reputation that was both glamorous and notorious. Despite his current age and a somewhat quieter lifestyle now, the Sultan's past continues to cast a long shadow. His approach to marriage has been particularly scrutinized, as while he remains married to his first wife, his treatment of his subsequent wives raised eyebrows. Describing the reasons for divorce as special, the Sultan ended his marriage to his second and third wives under circumstances that many considered abrupt and unceremonious. His actions, although swept under the rug at the time, have led to widespread speculation about the stability of royal marriages in Brunei, with many believing that his son, the current crown prince, might follow a similar path. The crown prince, who is often seen as a reflection of his father in many ways, carries the weight of these expectations and fears. His marriage to the crown princess was initially met with joy and celebration, especially since the couple's apparent happiness and the crown princess's charm endeared them to the public. And since the couple's union provided a modern fairy tale-like narrative, subjects and other royalty can't wait to see how the story ends. However, as the public and the royal watchers alike reach deeper into the history of the royal family, the palpable tension can be felt. It's worth noting that this fear isn't just about infidelity or the breakdown of a marriage, but about the potential impact on the crown princess, who has become a beloved figure in her own right. Sarah, known for her grace, intelligence, and philanthropic efforts, represents a new generation of royalty that the people have come to admire. Her potential downfall, should her husband replicate his father's behavior, would not only be a personal tragedy, but a significant blow to the image of the royal family. Considering the modern royal family is expected to uphold certain standards and serve as role models, any deviation from this ideal can lead to public disillusionment. In essence, the implications extend beyond personal relationships to the broader perception of the monarchy, especially because the Brunei royal family, like many other monarchies, rely heavily on public perception and support. Therefore, the fear that the crown prince might emulate his father's notorious behavior is not just a matter of personal concern, but one of national significance. Although it appears that the beloved crown princess's fate hangs in the balance, as does the reputation of the Bruneian royal family, the hope remains that the crown prince will chart his own course, distinct from his father's, and uphold the values that endear the royal family to the people of Brunei. What do you think of the crown prince and princess? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified when we upload a new video.